Hi, I'm Laura Ullrich with another episode of This Week in Santa Clarita. Today we're going to be catching up with Alicia Celestine, who's out at the Farmers Market in Old Town Newhall. But first, we're going to catch up with Heather Looning to find out about the Summer Bus Passport.
With gas prices rising and schools being out for the summertime, what better way to get your kids to use local transit than by participating in the Summer Passport program or the Beach Bus? Hi, right now we're with City Transit Manager Jeff O'Keefe, who's going to tell us how our local transit system is gearing up for the summertime. Jeff, can you tell us what type of programs are going to launch this summer?
Sure, we've got a couple exciting programs this summer. We wanted to do something different for our youth this summer. So for the month of July, we're going to be introducing what is called a Summer Bus Passport. The Summer Bus Passport, you can purchase it at the City Hall or at the Transit Maintenance Facility, and it'll provide, you must show your student ID, and when you do, you'll get your monthly bus pass for July, and there will be a sticker attached to it that will provide major discounts at a variety of places around the community. Hurricane Harbor, Magic Mountain, Color Me Mine, the city's Aquatic Center, Montasia, Farrell's, Ice Station, and Rattlesnake Slim's Restaurant. So purchase these passes over at City Hall or at the Transit Maintenance Facility. Make sure you get your sticker, and then you can show that bus pass to any one of these businesses, and you'll be able to get good discounts and special services from those places.
Jeff, why is Transit launching the Summer Passport program?
As parents, we recognize how busy parents are in the summer and how much kids want to get to various places. We thought it would be a great opportunity to introduce a program that would help parents find other ways to transport their kids to these various activities throughout the summer. So what better way than to introduce a summer bus pass tied specifically to those kids that can get them to these various activities in a safe, secure environment.
All participating businesses in the Summer Passport program are accessible through all local transit routes. And as a part of transit, I can tell you firsthand that I like to use the bus when I have to get across town.
Thank you for that, Heather. Now we're going to catch up with Alicia Celestine at the Farmers Market.
This is Alicia Celestine with This Week in Santa Clarita, and this week we're at the Old Town Newhall Farmers Market, and I'm here with the granola gourmet, Jeff Cohen. Welcome, Jeff.
Hi, Alicia. How are you?
Good, thanks. I've had your granola bars. They're fantastic. Tell me how you got started with this company.
You know, some things happen surely by accident. We started simply by watching Alton Brown on Food TV one day, and he was making low glycemic impact granola bars and other bars. And my kids suggested we try making them. And they found that they liked them so much they were bringing 3 or 4 bars a day to school. Their friends were hitting them up for granola bars. Funny, they were trading for a healthy snack. Not something you hear about most kids.
Not at all.
I'm a type 2 diabetic. I was really looking for a snack that would suit my dietary needs, but also be something that my family would enjoy too. And there are a couple of benefits that I found that happened because of that. Initially, because we started having granola bars in the house all the time, my wife and kids stopped bringing as much of the sugary snacks in that would tempt me, and sometimes occasionally when my willpower would break down, cause my blood sugar to go through the roof. So what we did was we identified this recipe, we started making them, and I learned how to remove all the sugar from the recipe, and I replaced it with agave and honey. And as a diabetic, I was able to test my blood, and I found that I had a much lower impact on my blood sugar because of the agave and honey instead of the sugar. There were a number of other things that we did to improve the recipe and the impact on blood sugar over time. But what happened, which was really fantastic, was my endocrinologist, Michael Harris, who is the director of diabetes at Cedars-Sinai and a type 1 diabetic himself, tested them himself as well, and he had a similar result. So we started working with some of his patients and finding just on an informal basis that from a blood sugar standpoint, that this product was really good for people. The thing that really kind of knocks my socks off is that people actually like the product. Most of the products that are low glycemic taste low glycemic. So
That's great. You're local and your manufacturer is local. We love that for our local farmers market. Now, you skipped over a flavor that I found delicious, and I want you to get some more into your flavors you have here. What about the spiced orange cranberry?
Well, you know, the spiced orange cranberry is actually the flavor my friend Jeff took into his work at Pushing Daisies. That's the flavor that what I find is that if you like the more spicy kind of foods, people love the cinnamon and that, just like they love the espresso and the chocolate espresso bars. And, frankly, when people look at the granola bars on the website, I get responses like, how can I get them, or when can I get them, or, then they'll write me back and say how much they like the taste. The thing that's so rewarding about doing events like the Farmers Market is people try them and they actually give me immediate feedback about how much they either like something or, want to buy something. And it's really, it's been really fun.
Now, I know you mentioned that you substituted the sugar with the agave nectar. Can you tell our viewers a little bit about what that is and how it's different from sugar and your body processes it?
I sure can. So the thing about sugar, especially if you're a diabetic, is that it causes your body to have an impact in your blood. When sugar converts, it first converts to sugar in your blood before it takes the fat and converts it with insulin. Before insulin marries up to the sugar and converts it to fat. So if you're diabetic, like I am, you need to have a slower release of sugar in your body. There's an index called the glycemic index. On the glycemic index, sugar is about an 80 out of 100. There are products like baked potato and white bread that score much higher than sugar. And that does surprise quite a few people. But agave is very low. Honey hits at about 55 or 60, and agave hits somewhere between 10 and 30, depending on the kind of agave you use. So by removing the sugar and also roasting the dry ingredients, we've made a product that takes longer for your body to digest. It means you're satisfied for longer. You know what? A lot of people have a sugar craving. This really resolves that because we use chocolate chips in the bars. We use real dried fruit in the bars. It tastes really good. People that have the sugar craving often will just eat a candy bar and then they get all the sugar they need. But it doesn't always satisfy you for very long because it breaks down in your body quickly. So, our slogan is that we have a product for athletes, diabetics, and you. And the reason it's for athletes and diabetics is simply because athletes care about having a more even, moderated energy release over time. If you're going to go on a run or a bike ride, you don't want a sugar spike that then crashes after an hour if you're going to be doing it for 3 or 4 hours. If you're a diabetic, you don't want something that's going to spike your sugar and then crash. You want something that's going to give you a moderate sugar increase. So while I won't make a blanket statement like these bars will do that for everybody because I just don't know, what I will tell you is that it's likely that they'll do that for you. If you are a diabetic or a hypoglycemic person and test your sugar, I recommend that you, on a fasting stomach, test your sugar and that you go ahead and eat a bar, and then every 30 minutes after you have eaten it, you test your sugar to see what your numbers are, and then you'll know how it is for you. Because in talking with people, I have found things like sugar alcohol, which is very bad for me, does not have an impact at all on other people. So that's why people just need to know if you have a sugar issue, you need to just be aware of that and test your sugar when you try something new.
You've provided everyone with a great bit of information. We appreciate it. Where can people get these granola bars?
Well, there are a couple of ways you can buy the granola bars, but there is one more resource I'd like to point people to for information. If you live here in the Valley, on a weekly basis, you'll see an article I write called Challenging Diabetes in Tidbits newspaper. It's distributed all over at a number of locations, so please look for that. Right now, our granola bars are sold at Lassen's here in the Valley up on Bouquet. We also sell them online. And the people that need to have a snack on a regular basis and would like these bars delivered online, we also have a subscription. So when people buy online, they get a discount on the product and we pay for all the shipping. And it's good for everybody. As a small, new, young company, for us, it's great because it gives us the ability to start actually figuring out how much product do we need to produce every month. For the people that buy, obviously, when you get a discount, it's always a good thing. Since we cover all the shipping for them, they appreciate that.
And give us the website.
It's www.granolagourmet.com. And that's GRANOLAGOURMET. farmersmarket.com.
Excellent. Thank you, Jeff. We appreciate your time. This is Alicia here at the Farmers Market, so you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to have some granola.
Thank you for that, Alicia, and thank you for joining us for another episode of This Week in Santa Clarita. And now we're going to have a look at the council meeting's agenda. For the City of Santa Clarita's City Council regular meeting on Tuesday, June 10th, 2008 at 6 p.m. Under the awards and recognitions on the agenda, Fire Chief Matt Gill will be honored on his retirement, and the Valencia High School Boys Volleyball CIF Division II champions will be honored as well. There will then be public participation, the executive meeting, the joint City Council and Redevelopment Agency, unfinished business, such as the Benz Road traffic issues and response to neighborhood survey. For new business, the award contract for the management, operation, and maintenance of transit service.
Hey, Mike, give me another one.
The cost of one more drink, $4.50. The cost of a DUI, severe fines and loss of freedom, causing innocent loss of life, unimaginable. The value of acting responsibly,
On second thought, why don't you call me a cab?
priceless. Drinking and driving are not worth the cost. Call a friend or taxi to get home safely.
Here in the Santa Clarita Valley, we get so little rain. But we have 3 easy ways to save water each month this summer. 1. Make sure your sprinklers work and don't aim at the sidewalk. You'll save 500 gallons. 2. Don't forget this 25-cent washer to fix leaks and save 600 gallons. 3. Plant things native to our valley and save 750 gallons. It's so easy, even I can do it. But you're the one who can save money and water for our future.